Back. Just kicking off hour 2 here on a Money Monday. I missed you. I got to tell you. I'm looking at Bitcoin over the weekend. I'm looking at different stocks. I'm looking at the news. And I'm like, yesterday it was a nice, relaxing day. I was in the pool. It was hot out. I had a few White Claws. But I was thinking, like, I can't wait for tomorrow. I want to get back and talk to the audience about everything that's going on. So it's good to be back. And thank you for joining me, all of you out there in Facebook land and right here, of course, on Biz TV. Your comments, feedback, and kind words are welcome. And I would encourage you to check out one of our favorite viewers, Susan Rochester Zucconi. I would encourage you to look at her Instagram page, and she's doing these beautiful children's book readings on the weekend now. And aside from being the coleslaw queen of New Jersey, she's also quite the children's book author. And I want to point out that Jess and Ava are running the entire show today, and it's going so wonderfully smooth. Ladies, fantastic job. And there was a great article in Forbes that just came out yesterday. I spread it around on my Facebook yesterday. For those of you who aren't friends with Liquid Lunch TV on Facebook, you're missing out because we need you, okay? We're picking up followers like mad on Facebook and YouTube. The team is doing like all these analytics for me because we're looking at getting some new advertisers and sponsors and kind of expanding all the great things we do here. And the analytics are going nuts. YouTube is like flying out of nowhere. Last week I talked about this Justin Bieber confessional that he had to his Bible study group, and our YouTube things are taking off like thousands of 3, 4, 5,000 hits, and it's all starting to come together, and thanks to you and others. But if you could, follow us on YouTube, follow us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram. Everywhere you go, Liquid Lunch TV is where you can find us, and it helps. It really helps because, you know, according to Jess, I don't know if this is true or false, or they just say things to trick me, but I guess if you get to like a certain amount of followers, then YouTube actually starts to pay you to put like little promos in your, is that right, Jess? We can monetize our videos if we start getting a certain amount of feedback, which it seems we're getting there, and that will be quite helpful to the team and the cause. So follow us if you can, share it. My buddy Eddie Monahan's watching, Deanna's watching. All of you guys, my friends, thumbs up. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Now, what's going to happen for the rest of this hour? Lauren Conlon's going to join us in just a little bit, and she's like my ace on the spot Hollywood reporter. She's the host of the Red Carpet Rendezvous podcast, and she gets all these, she somehow or another wriggles her way onto all these red carpets and gets all these celebrities to talk to her. And according to my buddy and partner Frank Morano, he doesn't know how she does it because he says she's very limited in her skill set. But I think she's actually good, and we usually have fun. She's going to talk to us about the Kim Kanye drama, and of course, the passing of, in my view, one of the greatest of all time, Regis Philbin. And if you ever watched Regis with Regis and Kathy Lee, that's kind of some of the things that Regis does and his interactions with Gelman, and that's why I like including my team on seeing behind the screen a little bit, because it's he was a real person with a real relationship, and you kind of loved him as much as you loved the show. Even if you hated the guest, you loved Regis, and I kind of try to channel that. So we'll talk about that with Lauren Conlon. And then a little later in this hour, conservative commentator and my good buddy, he's usually here in a Mix It Up, but today he's doing single duty. It's a solo with Jaden Horan, contributor to Metropolitan Magazine, and also quite the party host. We'll talk about that and more right after this. We come back with Lauren Conlon.